telecom industry, that is Bharti Airtel. Yes, today we are going to talk about Bharti Airtel in detail. And this question has been asked from Mr. Rajesh Arora and Shyam Joshi. They are asking what is the future prospects of Bharti Airtel. Bharti Airtel, in last 1 year has gone up a lot. It has performed very well in last, you can say 2, 3 years because, after COVID, the stock has almost three times. And today, let us talk about in detail and what is the future prospects, whether this dream run of Bharti Airtel will continue or not. That is, we are going to talk because it's a large cap. It is one of almost a 6 lakh crore capitalization. So let us talk about Bharti Airtel. So welcome everyone, guys. And if you have any question related to stock, put it in the comment box. I'll try to cover next time. So let us talk about Bharti Airtel first. So talking about Bharti Airtel, let me open the screen and we'll just see first how is the telecom industry look like. So talking about telecom industry, guys, you see there are various stocks, but three main stocks you have, that is Bharti Airtel, Jio, and that is Reliance Jio and Vodafone Idea. Now, if you talk about last 1 year, okay, around 1 year, no, if you see of course, Vodafone Idea has getting the highest, no, run. And but no, you should not invest in Vodafone. I'll not recommend you because it is largely in debt and does not make any sense to invest in that stock. But yes, if you talk about two big stock, that is Bharti Airtel and Jio, I think you know that Bharti Airtel has performed well. You can see almost 46% up in last 1 year compared to Reliance, which is 26. Of course, Reliance Jio is a part of a Reliance, so when it will be demerged, I think that will be better for that company. But yes, currently, if you see the performances of Bharti Airtel is much better in last 1 year. Even if you see last 1 year, if you talk about last 10 years, okay, chalo, 10 years, if you see it was almost from June, September 2007 to almost you can say no November 2020. So 13 years it was there in a range only from November 20. That is almost you can say 3 years back. No, the stock has gone from almost 420 level to almost 1200 levels. So three times the stock has run in last 3 years. And the reason are lot many there because consolidation in a telecom industry has happened now. The Bharti Airtel and Jio is commanding the whole market space. Why they kept Vodafone? Because government want to keep a third party because they want to keep a check on these two big players. They don't want to keep it as like a duopoly in the telecom industry. And lot many reasons why these companies are able to have that type of commanding position because lot of capitalization needed, lot of you can say no capital need to be invested, and very few companies in the India are having that type of level no to invest that type of capital. Lakhs and crores of rupees needs to be invested no if you really want to come into telecom industry. And that is what no currently they are having a duopoly type system only. No doubt Vodafone Idea is there, but major parties handled by Reliance Jio and Bharti Airtel. Now when you talk about no what are the shares, so you take a broadband share. Then if you talk broadband share, no, then Relay Industry is having almost a 52% share in broadband. There is a broadband, there is a wireless. So if you talk about broadband, yes, 52% is of Reliance, almost 30%, 29% is of Bharti Airtel, and Vodafone is having a less 14%. If you talk about mobile subscription, their Reliance is having almost 39%, almost Bharti Airtel is around 33%, and almost 19% point 5 is around Vodafone. Now, you know that earlier Vodafone was having the highest one, that was 39, Bharti Airtel. I am talking about 2018. Bharti Airtel was 27 and then Reliance 17. But you can see the day 2017, earlier they Reliance entered, then they've taken the highest market share, and now Reliance Jio is the number one. So another point you have to keep in mind, so number of mobile subscriber, guys, you can see almost most of the countries covered by mobile. Everyone is having a mobile. If you talk about no, almost you can say that 90 plus around 110 crore people are already having 110 to 115 crore rupees crore citizens are having a mobile connection. And that is what you can see here, that almost here also Reliance is leading, second is Bharti, and Vodafone is 22. But even though Reliance is leading, second player will also get a good share. Even if you take ARPU, now ARPU is nothing but average revenue per user. Now this is the most important metrics we have to understand when you are studying any telecom industry, because ARPU is the major one. Because if the ARPU price goes up, that is where the company will make more money. Now here, basically, if you see Bharti Airtel having the highest 2003 rupees compared to Reliance 181, and Vodafone Idea is around 142. Now, because the ARPU of Vodafone Idea is so less, that is why it is struggling a lot. Bharti Airtel is having a highest. Now, how a company get re-rated, provided this price goes up. So ARPU price, if in future Bharti Airtel and both Reliance Jio increases, then it will have a direct impact in the bottom line and which will help them. You know, guys, this is if you talk about internet connection, this is cheapest among the world. Okay, when I was there earlier in Dubai, no, there also it is too much expensive. India is having the cheapest mobile and broadband connection. But yes, slowly and gradually they may increase the price, which will have a direct impact on the profitability. Also, if you talk about number of data subscribers, then of course Reliance is having 45 crores, Bharti Airtel is having 25 crores, Vodafone area is having 13.7 crores. Monthly usage, if you talk about, then almost Reliance is having 26 GB, Bharti Airtel 21.7, and Vodafone Idea 14.5. And monthly voice per there also there actually Bharti Airtel is leading around 1123 minutes, Reliance is 964 minutes, and Vodafone Idea is 600 minutes. So why I have shown you, just to show you how is the prospects and how is the current condition of telecom industry. But if you talk about the future, guys, future looks very good. You know, after the COVID, now suddenly everyone wants to sit at home and work from home. And that is why the data usage will always be there. And there are only two companies. Of course, BSNL is there, but you know how is the services. So that is why telecom in telecom, now Bharti Airtel and Jio will be benefited. And I tell you, Bharti Airtel in last 1.5 years has given a very tough competition to Reliance Jio through their quality and the way they are now able to deliver the service and everything. So yes, Bharti Airtel is one of the strongest contender in tele. And of course, yes, Reliance Jio is leading, but yes, these two big no Colombian is going to grow a lot. Now let us talk about the financials. We have just seen about the sector. Let us talk about the financials and all that. So talking about finance, and when I see the last quarterly result, then the quarterly result, you can see here, it's not that they have a great jump in the profit, no sales also. If you see sales, 35,000 crore rupees was there around December. Now it is 37,900 crore. Okay, if you see in last 1 year, it's almost a stagnant part. Even if you talk about net profitability from March, it has actually a little bit decreased, only 15,200 and 2,800. So thoda niche ye EPS, you can see it is 5.39 March 23. In December, it is 4.34. Of course, if you compare with the last year, little bit of jump is there. So sales, you can see almost 5.85 year on year growth, okay, which was earlier much more. Okay, and if you see the EPS and all that, it has gone little bit. There is a high tick, but yes, not so great. Means okay, steady return. And like, why the stock is going up? Because there is an expectation that ARPU will go up and the net debt interest and all that. No, because they have to put lot of capex, and that is going to go down in future. Okay, so let us talk about the management commentary. All so talking about management commentary, guys. Just let me tell you about what was the management highlight. So talking of management, uh, Bharti Airtel management is saying that CapEx is expected to remain at an elevated level during the year, led by 5G and rural area rollout. 5G, they are going in a big way, both Reliance and Bharti Airtel. From next year, the capex is expected to moderate. Globally, capex to revenue ratio is around 15 to 20%. So till the capex is there, till they are rolling out the complete 5G, there will be a capital expenditure, and as a result, no, the interest rate will also be on a higher side. That will impact the profitability. A significant rollout is expected in five circles: MP, Chhattisgarh, then MH, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, West Bengal, and Kerala. There is a gap between Bharti and number of players, that is 18%. That is what about talking about the Reliance. In DTH, the focus will be mostly on Maharashtra, West Bengal, and the South region. Sorry, guys, I have a little bit cough problem. That's why I have to in between. I'm squeezing, sorry for that. But yes, in DTH also, the focus is mostly on Maharashtra, West Bengal, and the southern region. Also, Bharti aims to reduce the debt to EBITDA ratio to 2x versus currently 2.5. So slowly and gradually, the debt to EBITDA is going to go down. Now, this is one of the biggest plus point, because if the debt goes down, it will direct impact the profitability because the interest rate is going to down. Bharti is trying to keep price increase below 10% to avoid losing customers. So they are increasing slowly in the prices, but yes, they'll keep it less than 10% so that they do not lose the customer. Again, Bharti is well poised to gain from sector tailwind streaming from market share gain. So market slowly and gradually, Bharti Airtel through their services, of course, Reliance has taken a big chunk, but Bharti Airtel taking away from the Vodafone, and also little bit now on competition wise also more subscriber is been added by sometimes Bharti Airtel compared to Reliance. Again, improved ARPU led by premiumization of customer and tariff. As I told you, ARPU, which is having the highest of Bharti around 2003 rupees. If it goes up, it will directly impact the profitability. Again, non-wireless segment, including home and enterprise, that is also going to have a good impact. So this is how the management is thinking, and even no analysts and everyone is thinking. Is from here the things will be much better. Now let us have a peers comparison with the competitors. So talking about peers comparison, guys, let us compare with. Like if you see Bharti Airtel, the Bharti Airtel is having a 57 PE ratio, which is on a higher side. If you talk about RO is around 12.05, around 12, and ROC is around 12 also. Okay, so it should be around 15%. That is what is a good ratio for ROE, ROCE. Again, EV by EBITDA is 10.5. So ye in a way it is on a higher side, but yes, Bharti Airtel, because it is in a commanding position, it is asking for that EV by EBITDA. EV by EBITDA is one of the main ratio if you really want to do an valuation of any telecom company. Again, sales growth in last year it was 10%. Last 3 years it was 18%. Last year it was little bit less, and the profit growth was around 4%. So overall, last 3 years it has given around 27% CAGR return, which is overall good for any large company. And now, as I told you, last 3 years, no, the stock is performing quite well. Stock is performing quite well, and the specific reason, as I told you, now the main view it's like a duopoly strategy and all that. Now, from here, what it looks like, let us talk about that. So, talking about that, guys, if I feel that things are much better position now for Bharti Airtel compared to earlier. So if you see the EPS from last 3 years, it is in a positive like 6%, 6 to it has gone to 13.6, and this time it may end at 20. EPS is nothing but earning per share. Now the chances are that if the revenue goes by 15% also, which is expected, and the interest rate goes down as the net debt goes down, and again if they're able to increase the ARPU, the EPS growth will be more than 15%, maybe 50, 60%. Okay, for next year and in going on another year also. Though another year maybe 13, 14%, but in next 2 years, if it is able to grow at 20 to around 25 to 30%, then also it is a very good growth. Okay, if you talk about P ratio, which is around 57 rupees, but yes, that also that also will slowly and gradually go down once the EPS goes up. Again, price to book value is 6, which is also going down. EV by EBITDA 10. This will always derive more EV by EBITDA because it is having a you can say a strong position in this telecom industry. Okay. Now ROE, which is around 12, ROC is around 9.4. Okay. And ROIC is around 10. Now, what is expected that from here, as and when their profitability goes up, this will improve and it will move towards 15% and above. So that when this happen, you can see the re-rating happening for the Bharti Airtel. Now that will take some time. It is not going to happen in next 1 year or 2 year. And we have to wait for that, that when the ROC and ROE is going to go up. But yes, this will be the scenario maybe happening in next 2 years as the ARPU increases, as that debt ratio will go down and they are able to cut the cost. Okay. So things look much better for Bharti Airtel compared to earlier. From here also, as an investor, what my suggestion will be that if you're a long-term investor, yes, you can think about Bharti Airtel, it will give a decent return. Okay, from here also. And as it is a commanding position, yes, but don't expect a return when it was just IPO came. That type of return will not come. But yes, a decent return can be expected. And this is how no, you should understand about the telecom industry. So hope you like this video, guys. And this is how we do analyze a company. And if you want any company to analyze from outside, please put it in the comment box. Also, guys, if you want to understand how to review a company, how to understand a sector, and all that, we are having a free masterclass happening every week. The link will be given below. The costing is more than 1500. I'm going to give you free. Click the link and do attend that session. It will be a very, very interesting session. So, guys, do like and share this video to everyone, whoever you feel who need the knowledge, who want the knowledge of Bharti Airtel and about telecom industry. So, thank you very much for joining, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.